Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Zoe, but most people know me on here, Instagram and TikTok as ZAREPTILES. Apologies for the look. I'm getting ready to go to the rink soon, but today is a big day. We're putting together 2 new enclosures from Talking Serpents. I have bought an enclosure from him before, absolutely loved it, but it was for work, so I didn't get to film anything. I didn't get to really like film a review or an unboxing or anything like that, but I loved the enclosure. So I've been talking to him for a while about getting more enclosures from him, just for me personally. I've been trying to plan which ones I wanted and what sizes I wanted. So finally I made decisions. I did pay for these enclosures. He gave me a little discount just as, you know, a thank you and appreciation, but I did pay for these enclosures. I think he has great prices. I think the quality of his enclosures is fantastic, and I love that he has a DIY option in wood so that I can paint them to match the enclosures that I already did and that I already made. That was my big thing. I want matching enclosures. I got sick of building. He provides me the opportunity to have someone else build the enclosure, but for me to still be able to design it to match my other ones. So without further ado, let's get into this Talking Serpents unboxing, build, and review. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Zoe, but most people know me as ZAREPTILES, and now you're going to see why I haven't been putting out many videos lately. All of my free time has been going to what you see behind me, which are my new enclosures, and these are only half of them. I have 2 other ones as well, but these 2 we're going to talk about today because we are doing an enclosure review for Talking Serpents. Also in this video, we will be giving away the answer to my Instagram giveaway. If you entered that, you know what it is. If not, on Instagram I had a giveaway with Talking Serpents where I said if you can guess how long it took me by myself to build this enclosure up here, it's a 3x2x18. If you can guess how long it took me to build it by myself, you'll win. So in this video you will see exactly how long it took me to build it because I did time myself. So first of all, Kyle from Talking Serpents is awesome. He has been so helpful, and this isn't my first time buying from Talking Serpents. I did a trial run with him for Reptar, our Accu monitor, at work before getting some for myself. That way I could spend somebody else's money to try them out before spending my own. And so I am very familiar with Talking Serpents. He does several different kinds of enclosures. He has PVC, which I have not tried from him yet, and wood, which is what I have gotten from him. So he has a couple different ways that he does the wood. So he'll do a DIY kit where it's just the wood, not treated, not painted, not stained or anything, just the wood. Or you can get it customized with different staining options and painted and sealed and whatnot. So for the one we got at work, I did go that route, and we had it stained and sealed and painted and whatever to match the furniture in the office at work. For me, I got the DIY kits where it was just the wood, untouched other than being, like, you know, cut and pre-drilled and everything, so that I could paint it to match the enclosures that my dad and I built. So if you know what those look like, then you know the ones behind me resemble them. The only thing that's really different about these is that the tracks aren't painted blue like the ones that I built. But other than that, I was able to paint them to match the enclosures that we built. So I'm going to get into the pros and cons and give you my complete honest review. So I did pay for these with my own money. Kyle did give me a little bit of a discount. He was nice enough to do that for me. And I said I was gonna do videos between the 2 enclosure builds plus this video, promoting his company because I do really like Talking Serpents. And so he was kind enough to give me a little bit of a discount, but other than that I did pay for these enclosures. So you are getting my complete, utter, honest review. So you probably already figured this out, but probably the main pro, well no, there's a couple of main pros actually, but a big pro of these enclosures is they are super easy to put together. I put this one together by myself, and then my dad actually put together this one while I was at work. So I actually wasn't here for putting this one together. I didn't really see how it went together, so I'll be completely honest with you there. I wasn't here for that. But my dad managed to do it, and I think he did it by himself. So they're easy to put together. He labels each of the sides with a sticker that tells you what it is, which way is up. He sends very detailed instructions that make it super easy and very clear to put together. Sends you the hardware, so all the screws and whatnot. Everything is obviously already cut, pre-drilled. It is so easy to put together. And like I said, I'm putting in this video how long it took me to put together this one, because it really didn't take me long. It's now July though, and that was March. So to try to remember off the top of my head, I think it was like 30 minutes, but obviously I have it on video, so we'll know the exact time. Okay, so the other really big pro, and it's something that he does that a lot of companies don't, is that they are customizable. Like I said, you get the DIY ones, it's just the plain wood. So then you can paint it or seal it or stain it to look however you want. And I think that is super awesome, because like I said, then I can do it to match my enclosures. I am so sick of building enclosures. 𝘼𝙪𝙨 enclosure is the other one that I've been working on with these. I've been working on that one since last summer. It has been almost a year since I started 𝘼𝙪𝙨's build, and I was finally gonna put it together today, like decorate the inside, and realized I never sealed the inside of the front. So now I have to dry lax that and silicone the front. So still not done yet. So I'm sick of building. This makes it super easy, and then it still matches my other enclosures. Another thing that I really like that also helps with the cost is glass is optional. Okay, the glass for the doors, you can choose to have it come with it or without. I did have him send the glass with this big one behind me. I didn't have him send glass with the little one because I had leftover glass from when I built the 4 lizard enclosures 2 summers ago. So I had leftover glass from that. So I didn't have glass for that, but I did have glass sent for this one. In hindsight, having to take the time to cut said glass, I from here on out would probably just opt for the option to have glass included for the extra cost. I would do it. So if you're thinking about buying an enclosure, seriously, just get the glass with it. You will thank me later. It makes your life so much easier. Just get the glass with it. Okay, another pro is they're sturdy. I am a huge wooden enclosure girl, okay? I tried PVC, I've tried melamine. I am a wood girl through and through, and part of the reason why is they are so sturdy. So he makes them with birch plywood, which is what I use for mine, so I really like that, you know, same wood. Some of the pieces are thinner wood than what I use, but then he used the thicker pieces around the fronts and whatnot, so they are still very sturdy. Like you can see, I have these 2 stacked on top of each other. I sat on this one yesterday just to get an idea. So very sturdy. I just got back to my room and realized I forgot the most important pro. I can't believe I almost forgot this. 1 week. 1 week. That's it. 1 week. Turnaround time for a DIY kit is literally 7 days. Other places take months. And then through the pandemic, if not over a year, for people to get their enclosures. Talking Serpents, 1 week. How insane is that? It's amazing, but it's insane, but it's amazing. And the last pro on my list is the price. So the prices, in my opinion, are really good, not including shipping. You know, it costs money to ship heavy wood and glass and whatnot, but not looking at shipping, just the cost of the enclosures. I think the costs are very good. I think the price is really good. And there is PayPal, so if you're someone like me who doesn't like to buy large items up front because that's a bit of money, if you do PayPal, there's, you know, the pay in 4 or whatever. That's what I did. So it's like budgeting the enclosures, kind of. You pay over a couple months, so that is really helpful as well. Alright, now because I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I do have some cons. They're nothing major though, obviously, because I love talking serpents, and if there were major cons, then I wouldn't be promoting them like I am. But, you know, I'm being nitpicky because it's an honest enclosure review video. So the first con is that the holes that are pre-drilled for wires, they're too small. Depending on what you're doing, for me and the lighting that I use and the cords that come with the lighting that I use, they're too small. So on Alfredo's down here, we did have to drill a much larger hole because I use the Arcadia lamp holders, I think they're called. So instead of having to like wire up lights and everything, it's a fixture all set. But because of that, you do have to have the plugs already attached, the plug and the switch and everything. So you need a larger hole for it to go through. Now, that's kind of an issue with any enclosure for that fixture. But they're also too small for the cords for my UVB. So we did, for both of them, have to drill larger holes to fit the lighting. Again, that's nothing huge, just something I had to change because of what I was using. The hole was fine for the heat lights up here because Billy, my boyfriend, had to wire them. So he ran the wires through the tiny hole and it was fine. So it just depends on what you're using. The next con, and this isn't even a problem, I'm just being brutally honest because I have to be. This enclosure down here, the one that I was not here for when it was being built, my dad let me know that the vent in the back was put on upside down. You unscrew it, you flip it, you screw it back on. It's not a big deal. It's not anything I was worried about. But, honest review, that was a flaw in the system, but it was a easy to fix flaw in the system that didn't alter how the enclosure works, how the enclosure was put together. It was all fine. And then the third and final con, because there aren't many and they're tiny little things, is the stickers. So, like I said, he makes it super easy to put together. He puts stickers on each piece of wood telling you which way it should be facing and what it is, and it's fantastic. Except if you get the DIY kits, at least with my experience, the stickers are really hard to get off the wood. In fact, I mean, some sides you can't see it. I worked hard enough to get them off. The front on this one up here, you can still see part of the circle where the sticker was. I gave up and painted over it, but you can still kind of see the remains. They were pretty easy to get off of the one we had at work, which was already stained and sealed and whatnot. That one was pretty easy to get the stickers off. It's just the plain wood by itself was a little trickier. So that is my review of Talking Serpents. I highly recommend going and getting them out. Rating 9.9 out of 10. Just because those tiny little things. If I had no cons, it could be a perfect 10. 9.9 out of 10. Just because I spent a lot of my life kind of scraping stickers off. I had to deduct 0.1 points from that. But I would highly recommend that you get an enclosure from Talking Serpents, especially if you're like me and you don't want to build them, you don't want to build any more, you're sick of it. Talking Serpents is the way to go. And congratulations to the giveaway winner, which will be announced on Instagram after this video comes out. And be sure to hit that subscribe button because the next videos are going to be me putting these two together. Two separate videos, one for this animal, one for this animal. You might already know what they are because, well, he's been hanging out down here. If you haven't noticed, then, well, you'll have to wait till the next video. Alright guys, as always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you for the next video. Bye!